Hey everyone, we're back. It's a rainy day here, and we're going to test out the auto wipers. Here with my favorite passenger, my son. We're going to go do a drop off for a haircut and run some errands, so we're going to try out some new routes. A little bummed because the channel was banned today. I don't know if it's just because of YouTube algorithms going haywire, or somebody falsely reported spam, but it's a travesty of justice. But I'll keep making content and post it next week, hopefully when the channel is unbanned. Okay, so anyways, we got a warning there for FSD being degraded. We pulled out about to the appropriate spot to take a better look at that right that's quite obscured. Looks like the warning message is still there. Yeah, we're being cautious around this pedestrian, which I like. That's good behavior. I feel like this is more aggressive than FSD 11, at least right now. 12.2.1. Previously, from my experience at least, it took heavier rain to be able to trigger that warning. And originally from Seattle, so we dealt with a lot of rain, and certainly we get the message sometimes, but usually it took heavier rain. Anyways, auto wipers are working, maybe slightly too aggressive, but they're fine overall. Better than working than not working. Okay, so good left. There was a bunch of water. I don't know if FSD made a little bit wider move because of that, or for no reason, but it was good. So we got a little different route here. Slow down, and for no reason. Okay, I'm going to do an intervention there. There was no good reason in my view. It was a green light. There was nobody behind us, but we basically slowed down and treated. It seemed like FSD was treating that as a red light for no good reason. That's why you always got to be on the ball with FSD and make sure you're ready to intervene if it does anything strange. You don't want to inconvenience other drivers or get into a small little accident. But yeah, that was just intervention. I just stepped on the gas pedal. I mean, it's rainy. I'm kind of glad we get to test out this early version of FSD 12 in the rain, though. Seems like FSD has gone out to a very small set of mostly California drivers, and more Southern California drivers than I've seen in the past. Maybe because Tesla wants to test in better weather first before a wider rollout, but it's kind of good with this light rain to be able to test how FSD is doing in the rain. I definitely, where we are, we're not going to get snow unless we go up, in the mountains where the ski resorts are. But we definitely can test some rain. So far though, auto wipers are doing a pretty good job. I know it's a common complaint from people that they don't work well. For me, the wipers have not been perfect, but they've worked overall. You can see FSD is going about 6-7 miles under our set speed. Maybe because of the rain, and I'm good with that. Okay, so the auto wipers are not triggering right now. I would be, as a human, okay, I was about ready to push the button to trigger a manual wiper, but then FSD decided to wipe it. I was about as much as I was willing to wait to turn to trigger the wipers, and now it's going faster. So it seems like this drive is nothing else a test of FSD, but the auto wipers as well, which is kind of funny. Yeah, so it's interesting to look at the visualizations. This is a left-only turn lane, and then this is a little tiny one you go into for a left turn lane. It's visualized properly right now. I saw it disappear for a second. I think FSD can't see it itself. It might be there because of the map data, but I thought I saw for a second where that disappeared. But you can see this car in front of us is, maybe you can see it, maybe not, but they're kind of angling to go left into that lane. So it'll be interesting if that clears up or not. You know, FSD's got to choose basically to go straight in for this route. I got a warning, and I'm getting some very slow behavior here, and the car behind me is not there yet. I'm going to step on the gas pedal. Oh, it seems like the problem with the speed limit, so I'm going to crank it up here. I don't know why it's going down to 10. I haven't had this issue. Okay, I'm intervening. I'm stepping on the accelerator, and I took my foot off the accelerator. Looks like now we're back up to our set speed, so I don't know why that was there, if it's map data or it saw something or missaw something, but there's no good reason why it's actually 10 miles an hour. That seems to be a mistake and quite slow behavior. Okay, so we're getting into the far left lane, which works, but there's two turn lanes here. Both of these go left. It looks like left is visualized here, but not on the adjacent lane. And we're gonna have a right coming up. I think we got about 2 blocks to do that, so it's not a big deal that we're in this far left lane. I personally would have been in the other lane, this here, so I could make the upcoming right, but I'm sure FSD will do a good job getting over. Any comments from Silent Bob? Okay, he's shaking his head. He must be amazed at how FSD is doing in the rain. My passenger is also shocked that the channel got temporarily banned. It's a travesty of justice, I tell you. Okay, so we're taking this turn slowly, which about the same speed as the car beside us, which is fine, but we're gonna have to either get up and get over or something, which seems like FSD is doing that. It's going faster than the car next to us, almost up to our set speed. Blinker, and looks like, yeah, we're gonna be fine as far as being able to make this turn. Okay, so slowing down, trying to find this entrance. I've not been here either, so this is the same thing I would do, just kind of being cautious, trying to figure out if this is the right shopping center. And it looks like this is, and FSD is going to start to navigate in the parking lot to around our destination. So I'm scanning as well, trying to figure out where, oh, there it is. Okay, so I see our location. I'm gonna let FSD do its thing. Okay, well, it looks like we're here. I am going to disengage, and we'll catch you on the other side for the return trip. Okay, guys, we're back. We're in the same parking lot, just a little bit further. Rain's coming down a little bit harder. I've done a drop off, and we are going to continue to the next part of our route, which is grocery store. So we need to get ourselves out of this parking lot in the rain. We're gonna have to make a unprotected left across this roadway here, and we'll see how FSD does if we make this. There basically is just a straight road for the most part and parking lot to get to our next destination. You can see we still have the F weather degraded sign, which, you know, it probably is slightly degraded, but again, maybe it's a little more. So I'm scanning the left and right. Looks left clear on the left. On the right, it there was that car which you saw in our lane, but that was basically a very human-like maneuver. Basically getting out there, going in the median. Yeah, that's probably what I'd have done, especially because the left was so clear. Very human-like behavior going out there in the median. I don't have a problem with that. That was good. Good job, FSD. I'll give it pats on the back when it does well. Okay, car coming into the median, aiming at us, but FSD did a good job not freaking out. Just didn't phase it, just like a human would. So yeah, our next destination is pretty much going to be straight. I would say it's going to be uneventful, but you never know. Sometimes there's interesting situations. Auto wipers still seem to be good. Good enough anyways. Again, I get that steering wheel nag. I mean, my hand's on the steering wheel. It's probably true that I could apply a little more pressure, but as I've said, FSD 12 seems to be a little bit more aggressive in this version about steering wheel nags, and you cannot use the scroll wheels in this version, FSD 12 2.1, to get rid of the nags so far. Maybe it's something they did temporarily. Who knows? We'll keep testing. This is a good FSD 12 rain test. So up on the left is going to be the McDonald's one-way that we've tested before. It's not right here, but it's about a block up ahead. Just to show you that Cord Avenue, it's a real street. It's divided one way on the left. We're not going to test it today. There's no reason to. We already did a previous set of tests. You can check out my other YouTube videos for the one-way McDonald's torture test. Okay, so right lane, get into the correct lane here. Now, I've heard some reports of FSD sort of parking itself. I know that's not really a supported behavior in theory. So we got a green light. It's not protected, but there is no traffic. FSD does an assertive left, goes through some water. The route looks pretty busy here at the shopping center with Trader Joe's. Looks like the route, it's going to have us go left and then straight, and I will let FSD to the end, unless there's some kind of cars behind us or something, figure out what it's going to do. I doubt it's going to park itself, but who knows? Maybe it'll just pull over. So there's a parking spot there. Basically, it's kind of doing a valet service here to the front of Trader Joe's. Okay, pedestrian. Okay, it's rounding the corner. I'm going to. Okay, steering wheel is freaking out. I'm not sure why. Okay, looks like we're at our destination. So I'm good with that. I'm gonna disengage and just go around the shopping center here for a second and manually park. But yeah, FSD did a good job of getting us to our destination as close as it could. It'll be pretty cool in the future when FSD can park itself and have better parking lot behavior. I don't think this current version of FSD 12 is programmed for that to do better, but it does a good job of being safe in parking lots. And I will manually park. And with that, that'll be this end of the this segment, and I'll catch you later. Hey guys, we're back from our Trader Joe's grocery run. Before we fully go back on our main route, I am going to kind of take a little route through a different place. Looks like we have a car behind us, so anyways, I'm manually backing up before I can engage FSD. Okay. Auto wipers are going. Works for me. Okay. Still don't see the autopilot FSD sign. There it is now. Okay. Got the warning twice now, even though I see the sign. Okay. So I engage it at a tricky spot, which is this car backing out, this other person either waiting or waiting for the spot. But FSD is being pretty patient here, which I like. You know, we need to go right. Okay. This person okay, we seem to be. I'm gonna disengage here. I wish I could have let it go a little bit longer. And wish I could have been there a little bit longer, but I didn't want to be in that tricky situation. Okay, so nobody behind us. Little hesitancy at that light, and we are going to go through the parking lot here. Good stop behavior. It's kind of our turn, but this other person got justifiably a little bit impatient and decided to go. Which is fine. I would have gone there. That person crossing in front of us into our lane a little bit. FSD gave them some space, didn't speed up. So we kind of have an interesting map situation. I put it multi-step route to go here. Kind of go through this. What's called some people call it the Pentagon. Looks like it's a neighborhood that is shaped a little bit like the Pentagon. But anyways, just to try out some different streets and behavior. Good left behavior. There's a car in the distance, but FSD is assertively took the left, which is great. You can see we still have our poor weather, even though the rain has gone down a lot. There's still a little sprinkling. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I'm hoping there may be some speed bumps in here. So far, FSD 12 has done a great job on speed bumps. Slows down for speed bumps and dips. So maybe there's speed bumps here, maybe there's not. So we are on the outer ring of the Pentagon. Testing FSD 12 in the rain. Interesting, there's a motorcycle covered. I didn't see the visualization for that. Normally, I don't like to look at the visualizations overly much because I'm driving, but since we're in the neighborhood going slow. Okay, now I'm getting a first part of our route. Actually, I'm just going to end the trip here and go directly to our pickup destination. FSD seems to be doing a good job with handling this roundabout and the change in directions. Okay, nice little maneuver there. Very smooth, didn't even hesitate. Yeah, for that cul-de-sac, we did a good job. Okay. Got a warning. We are still driving through the Pentagon. A little hesitant here, but it's fine. Turning onto this more main road. The cross traffic is a little faster here. It's pretty blind on the left and right. Even me as a human, I can't see. Definitely would need to creep out. Further. Okay, it looks clear on both sides to me. I like what FSD did there. Great creep behavior. I would have done a similar thing as a human to get a good visibility of the road and the traffic going here about 50 miles an hour on both sides. That we're off to our next destination. Basically running errands, dropping people off, getting the groceries, all on a Saturday's work. Let me know what you guys in the comments are doing on your Saturday or the weekend. It's testing FSD, doing errands. Might play a little poker, maybe play some Zelda. Edit some videos, among other things. Okay, yeah, smooth behavior. From what I've seen, FSD 12 on is much better. Just kind of the everyday driving. Lane behavior. I think what I'm looking for, obviously it's not my call about the wider rollout, but it is better than 11 in most cases, except I would say maybe the safety disengagement's going down wrong, especially going down the wrong way on one ways. It's not just the tricky spots, and I'd like to see less safety disengagements, or none, ideally before this rolls out. The other disengagements, due to functional issues, I'm okay with, because FSD 11 had those as well. But I feel like this version has a little bit more safety disengagements than 11, and that's not a great thing quite yet. So that's maybe one reason why Tesla hasn't rolled this out more. I don't know. Only Tesla would know. Okay, so we're coming back to the shopping center again. It's the second time. Not that Tesla has a memory of this, but we are taking it nice and slow, not blocking any cars behind us. And coming to the parking lot. Slow behavior. Okay, with that, I'm going to disengage, do my pickup, and I'll get you guys in a second. Okay, we're back in a slightly different version of the parking lot. I'm going to engage FSD again. We got a request here from Silent Bob to do McDonald's real quick, so we are going to go there. We got a car on our left. We need to stop, which I saw a little line there. There's a lot going on. Left is pretty clear. Right is almost clear. We could decide to go. And yeah, there's a car coming, so I think FSD made a pretty good decision there. After this car on the left, it's going to be free. The right, there's some cars, but we could do it like last time. We could get in the median. Now it's free on the left and the right. FSD decides not to go. Earlier in the video, we went out there just fine, but we're kind of hanging out here at an angle, which is fine for at least visibility on the left. I don't know about visibility on the right, but you know, let's see what the right is showing. So still cars coming on the left. There is a van coming on the left. Very dynamic situation here. The right looks clear. The left is busy. I'm just going to show the right here. Okay, now there's going to be, after this car on the left, it's going to be a giant gap. And there is a giant gap on the right. And FSD, come on, do it. All right, there we go. Okay, so that was a little hesitant, but it made it. Now, if I wasn't recording, I probably would have intervened the gas pedal to nudge it along in a couple spots, but yeah, I'd rather have FSD be safe than sorry. So just talking about robotaxi, I'd rather FSD be on the safer side, which it was. Okay, so I guess we're going to be able to test the McDonald's one-way. I did a stress test of the this McDonald's location coming out of this. This is a one-way here and one-way there. Seems to be a spot where FSD fails coming out of McDonald's. I did a stress test of it. I didn't count the disengagements from the stress test in my official stats, but since we are intentionally going to McDonald's and coming out, if it we're going to probably test that the route is having this go out there again, and if we go down the wrong one way again, I will do a safety disengagement, just because, you know, that is part of our route that we want, and so we'll see what happens. It has made it, by my count, 2 out of 7 times, so it is possible for FSD to make it. And we'll be going through a drive-through. I think I'll let FSD attempt to navigate at least up to the order sign and see how it does. You know, obviously it's not designed to go through a drive-through right now, but we'll see how close it gets before I disengage. Okay, so we're coming up. This is this divided one-way. A lot of people have said it's poorly designed, which maybe it is. There's not markings. There's kind of room for 1.5 cars in here. Humans, you know, I think if you took 100 humans, some of them might get a little confused, but I think 90% plus would be able to handle this just fine, and know, especially judging from the other cars. So, okay, we'll let FSD try to do what it's doing. Seems to get us to almost to the spot. Okay, I'm going to disengage. It's not really not going to count that. It's not FSD's fault, because we're at our destination. So I'm going to go through the drive-thru here, and I'll catch you on the other side as we're exiting. this McDonald's. Okay, we're back. We're just coming out of the McDonald's drive-thru. I just realized that the mic wasn't in the appropriate place, so hopefully the audio will be okay, or I can adjust it in post. But anyways, we're coming out of the McDonald's drive-thru. I'm going to re-engage FSD. We're going to be doing our valid one-way torture test that I first encountered when... Okay, I'm just going to let... Oh, here we go. So the issue seems to be that we still have McDonald's here, and it didn't have the right route because it didn't think we're at a destination. So FSD kind of pulled in here, which I'm good with. So let me back up and we'll simulate this again. I don't know if we'll go through the drive-thru, but we're going to go around like I have in the past and get in the same position we were before when the route data wasn't correct. So yeah, apologies for that. I thought the map would have thought we were already at our destination, but apparently it was not. So let's do a little loop here and get back in position where we were exiting the McDonald's drive-thru. Okay, so you can see the exit of the drive-thru. The map data is correct. I'm going to engage FSD again, and we're again headed for this one-way, which has given FSD 12.2.1 trouble. Okay, so it looks like FSD really wants to... Okay, I'm going to disengage. It's too bad. I kind of fat-fingered the route there. It was going to go down the wrong route, but I disengaged, and I'm going to let it try this one way. I see some median markers, so maybe this time it's going to visualize it correct. I got my I'm going to wave this person. No, please, lady. You're taking a right, and I'm testing FSD, so please. Okay, I think she wants to go straight, that's why. Okay. Well, there's a dynamic situation here. FSD is sitting here. Okay, now I'm being waved on, so I'm going to do an intervention. So that, and it looks like FSD handled, quote unquote. It didn't go down the wrong one way, which it has. Maybe it's because the cars were there. But if it was Robotaxi in the current form, it would have just been stuck there. So we had the first lady wave us by, decided to go, then we had the one to our left wave us to go, and so there was too many cars, too many, I didn't want to inconvenience people, so I did do an intervention on the gas belt, or on the accelerator to get FSD moving, and it followed the route this time. So we disengaged because it went down the wrong route there for a second, but it didn't go down the wrong one way this time. So yeah, just goes to prove you that it's not 100% on that one way. So that's I think that's out of 8 attempts total now, it's made 3 of those. Not super well, but it's made them. And we're gonna take our return trip in the rain. Some tricky, challenging spots. And hopefully we can get this to you guys in a reasonable amount of time next week. No thanks to YouTube, or whatever that situation is. But I will post this video as soon as YouTube allows me to. I might post some stuff on X as well, early, like little clips. Starting to clear up, sun's starting to come out. It's still a little light rain. I have not seen the warning for poor weather conditions. There's a horn. I can't really tell where it's coming from. Somebody's revving their engines in the background. Can you tell where that's coming from?
No.
Well, it's not for us, but someone's honking a horn. Maybe they're impatient and they're Saturday morning and want their coffee or something. Okay. So auto wipers are on. I don't think they really need, well, maybe they are. It's fine. There is a little enough so it doesn't make a screeching sound. And we're back to the getting a warning. Got some water. We're in a good lane not to go through any kind of standing water. Not that if we were in the left lane like this car, it would be too much of a trouble, but it's a little bit of a traction issue here and there. Yeah, like I said, it seems to be a little sensitive, more than FSD 11 right now for the bad weather warning. Okay, that's all smooth. And I expect we will smoothly handle this right. Again, FSD 12 is much better. It's not perfect. Like it kind of always thinks about what it wants to do here, about how it wants to enter this right. Like, does it enter it further back or here? It's being very, very cautious and slow here, which is fine. It's coming to a full stop. Going to the neighborhood. You can see, from what I've seen, it's pretty consistent. FSD likes to go slower in neighborhoods than your set speed, which, could be good or bad. Depends on how much of a rush you're in and if you think that's good behavior. But it's going a reasonable and prudent speed right now, so it's not really annoying to me. Okay, so we got the new pullover behavior, and with that, I think that's the end of this trip. That was, it's always a little bit interesting. Thanks for watching.